Let the battle begin.
Hey guys, it's Azog here, and as a continuation from my Diablo guide, I'm going to be doing an analysis of a replay of one of our tournament games. So this is Pleb to Pro versus Aztech. Pleb to Pro is on the blue side, and us on the red side. I'm going to zoom out here, speed it up. So nothing too crazy at the start, just waiting for the wave. So here I'm just Wing the wave, looking for any opportunities. I'm also looking at Doubt up here. I was a bit slow. If I did actually flip Falstad, I could have queued him in. But instead I go into Urel. So that's one of the weaknesses of having main tank Urel, is that she can get CC'd really easily and she needs to channel her abilities. So I just punish that by flipping her and we get quite a bit of damage. A good chunk out. So Supper moves to the bot lane. We do miss a bit of soak, which is a bit of a misplay on our part. So here I'm a bit overly aggressive. This is a really big misplay. As Diablo, you don't want to be fighting too early if you can, because you want to be getting your souls. So that was just a big misplay by me. So nothing much happens. We get the camp. We check for an invade and realize we're a bit slow. Just pull out. Nothing too crazy at the moment. Here, as you can see, I'm always anchoring on our side because they have our morals, so any damage they take will be healed up for free, whereas we have mana on our side for our healer, so it's usually not a good trade unless we can confirm the kill. So here I just charge, trying to look for opportunity. Nothing much happened, so we just let it go. Here we decide to go for the heal camp, just because Supper has a rotational advantage on Leoric, as you can see on the minimap. So here, I get knocked off the point, but I still have my charge, so I walk back onto the point. So unfortunately, we lose this fight. And we do have the advantage with the Maiev on the point, with all that extra damage, but I think the biggest thing was we were lower than them at the start of the fight. Like if I skip back here, as you can see, Supper's quite low on HP. So as we move in, you can see already the health bars are low. And Supper just gets killed straight away. And we just don't have the health bars to deal with it. So also it took a bit longer to get the camp than we anticipated. So they had time to prepare and just get the perfect positions. Here, just pushing out the wave. Once we push out the wave, I try to contest the point, but they're just squatting on the point. So we decide to get camp instead and then push in. So this is where Urel is overextended on our side. So a flip into a Q to punish, and then we just go straight for the kill. And with this 4v5, we'll guarantee control of the objective. So as usual, one person wants to be standing on top of the point at all times, So it's me in this case, or the healer, because you want the wave clear, such as the Maiev and the Phoenix, to be continually soaking in the other lanes. If you have your wave clear on the point, then you're going to have to send off your heroes that are going to take longer to clear waves. So here, I see they move in, and they use all their CC on me. So as soon as I see that, I realize I'm totally fine to go in deep, because they have nothing that can punish me as soon as I charge in. Everything was used. So I go straight onto Morales and pull her into the fight. And with Maiev and the way they're stacking, we just punish them and just grab the point. So I hop into the Protector. The main thing you want to do with these early Protectors, as you probably know, is getting the outer structures, because it's like the easiest XP. Also clearing the waves, because that's also free XP, as you can see. So we move up to the next top towers in preparation for the next objective spawning top. We want to try and get the towers, the fountain, and as much fort damage as possible. And if I see the opportunity, go for a kill. So there's only 25 seconds left, and it's still quite healthy. So I'm just aiming to get as much damage onto the well, and then there's not much time left. The Protector's out of ammo, so just trading some health bars. So as you can see, I've gone the Lightning Breath build here. Also with Devil's Dew. Just because the lane's quite close to the objective, so I can always get globes, and also pre-tap for the objective. So nothing much, I'm going to speed it up. So here I'm just anchoring in the middle. As soon as I know we're safe, I go to help with the camp. I look for an engage here. It's not so favorable, so we just back it out. But then Doubt finds a very nice tether. And then we get an awesome tornado. So Zeratul did a big misplay and Vorpal Blade back in just to suicide. So that was lucky for us. It guaranteed the kill. And they all grouped up to try and save the Zeratul, so we just punished the Lightning Breath and Warden's Cage. So I'm going to skip to my perspective to show what I'm doing in this fight. So here, I use my combo. There's nothing to do, so I'm just waiting, looking for more opportunities if I can. And here, see how I'm always throwing my W's out this way, just to get the extra healing. I get VP'd, but out of it, into the Warden's Cage, just Lightning Breath. Actually, nothing very insightful in that fight from my part, because it was a pretty straightforward fight. So once you get an advantage, the best thing is just to push, get some extra XP from the structures, and then clean up the other lanes, get camps. So here I'm just posturing, looking for opportunities if I can see them, while the DPS are pushing out the lanes. So that was a bit of a bad engage by me. If I was to do that better, so what I should have done here is waited for him to come straight into the wall, let's say around through to here, and then walked a little bit to the side, queued him in, waited for that stun, and then E'd him, and it would have done a lot more damage. He would have been chunked out way more. So nothing much happening yet. We look for Falstad bot. We decide to take their turret camp. And here, the fight breaks out here, and you basically I just charge straight in. Let me just replay that. So here, we notice them come through this side. Deckard's in trouble. They're kind of split, so if we force onto this area here, these guys will take too long to react to this fight, and we can get a good advantage. So here, there's a great root, great stun, and I just stack on. We get the AoE damage, and then I continue with a lightning breath, just to slow any stragglers and keep them in the fight. So, nothing much happens here. So here, we know Urel's on the point by herself, so we're just pressuring her off, just so we can get full protector. As a result, they push bottom, so we decide to get heal camp in the meantime, as like a constellation prize while they get bot, since it's a bit far to rotate down. Actually, it's very healthy, so we maybe could have defended it. But instead, we just look for an engaged mid, and then use the protector to siege bot, and open up the map completely. One of the things to remember is with the protector, the root that he uses, which is the W, the big hand that goes that thing, yeah. It disables the structure so it doesn't shoot, and it also insta clears waves. So if you don't need it immediately, you can use it to clear the wave instantly, and it's the fastest way. And also disabling structures to make sure the protector isn't taking too much damage. So this was an unfortunate fight for us that turned good, because Doubt just doesn't die. There's a weird little glitch that happens within Tomb. So let me just speed it back up again. As you can see, he's inside the Entomb, and he gets knocked out by the Urel, and then that just gives him enough time to escape, and I just lightning breath. I remember the comms at the time, Doubt was just like, let me die, I'm gonna die by myself. And then I saw all their health bars, and I said, wait, we can turn this, so I just lightning breath into the middle, and Doubt just didn't die, and we just won, so it was a cool little fight for us. And with that win, just look to push the keep, get as much damage as we can. I tank it since I'm the tankiest. I think this is the final fight. So at this point we want to take the turret camp, but this is the fight they want. This is the last fight before we get Storm Talent, so we don't want to be too eager to fight, but if we get like a good position or something like that, then if you see a good fight, you might as well take it, if you know you can win it. So we just posture around. I get kind of split off. The Lornado protects me. And the fight gets kind of split. Doubt gets split off, and we want to regroup. And then there was a bit of confusion as to whether we wanted to take the camp again. So I kind of move around, and Supper goes through this way. And is kind of getting chunked out. But then I see an opportunity on Leoric, and also on Morales. Basically just win the fight because they're all grouped. Just based on the fact that our comp is so much AoE, if they're all grouped in a choke like that, we just get all of our spells on them. So let's just look at it from my perspective again. So I'm going to zoom in. Basically, I'm looking at ways to reset my W. So I throw the W out, and I'm looking at this Leoric. I can Q him, throw the W out, and then with the move speed, just run away if we don't want to fight. Or I can Q him and then E him, and then get another W if we do want to fight. So I Q him there, and then I flip him because I see they're all in this choke. I'm just going to spam W's out and get some spell power and healing. And actually, I do get quite split because Yrel walks onto our backline and starts disrupting them and stunning them. So I should have dropped the heal camp straight away, but I do Lightning Breath, which means I can't drop the heal camp. And I'm using it just to like zone off their team, off the Yrel, so they can't really support Yrel. And my team is like safe because their team can't really get through. I'm actually the one in trouble. But I do have all this healing stacked up from all the W's. So that's what's going to keep me alive for a little bit longer. As you can see, I actually had to cancel Lightning Breath and then pop the heal camp. And then just go into the bunker. But since they all grouped up, there was a fantastic cage from Doubt. And he just cleans everyone up. And at this point, it just becomes GG. 3 down, and we're right next to the core. We just march in. Little VP. The core. Bit of a stalling with the gust, but yeah, that's it. Wasn't the most exciting game. Quite a short game, but I hope you got some insight into playing Diablo. Thanks for watching.